And welcome once again to another fantastic Minecraft tutorial. My name is Dr. Wasabi, and in today's episode we are making ruined Glamrock Chica from the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined DLC. Before we go any further, folks, let's get a F in the chat for our girl Glamrock Chica. Honestly, she has been by far the most punished animatronic in the Security Breach timeline. She has been crushed, she has been thrown down a garbage chute, and she looks a little bit aged as well. So honestly, this I kind of feel bad for an animatronic. I don't usually say that, but considering how this build will look by the end, you'll kind of agree with me on this one. Because of the extensive damage and decay that this animatronic has been through, there's going to be a lot of texturing and a lot of small details with this build, which will make it a bit longer than most. So without going any further, folks, let's get into the block list. Okay folks, so for the ruined Glamrock Chica build, you'll need the following block items: grey concrete, cyan terracotta, stone blocks, tough blocks, smooth quartz blocks, diorite, polished diorite, white concrete, iron bars, stone brick walls, chain, blast furnaces, polished deep slate slabs, polished deep slate stairs, light grey concrete, stone buttons, polished andesite stairs, coarse dirt, granite blocks, terracotta, light grey terracotta, pink concrete, magenta concrete, purple terracotta, lime concrete, green terracotta, lime terracotta, moss blocks, lime wall, yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, cyan concrete, blue terracotta, and iron trap doors. So those are all blocks you'll need for today's build. So now that we've got our block list out of the way, I think it's time to get in to our time lapse. And we are back from that amazing time-lapse, folks. But before I show you anything more, I just want to say if you do like what I do, then please like this video and subscribe. Now, going into what we have built, I have provided you with two versions of how you would like your Chica to be. Obviously, we have the default tutorial version and, of course, a more modified version, which I will get onto in a second. First of all, I was not kidding. This poor thing, honestly. Like I said before at the start, she has been through a lot, Glamrock Chica, and it certainly shows in the texturing of the kind of Glamrock shell that she wears. The endoskeleton, surprisingly enough, is mostly intact. Obviously, she does have a bit of a missing appendage on here, but on the whole, a certain stability about her kind of endoskeleton form, with her more Glamrock shell casing just falling to bits around her, and that really shown through the use of the terracotta and the granite, not to mention the kind of dirt blocks, just to show how dirty and of course kind of rotten the kind of outer casing of Glamrock Chica is, because of course she's been, you know, eating garbage, and she's been around some very kind of uncleanly places throughout the Security Breach game or walkthrough, so to speak, so it kind of makes sense. And of course a lovely use of the granite as well, just to add some texture against the more smooth concrete blocks. Overall, I quite like how the Ruin team have actually made Glamrock Chica like this. It has enough of her face so you can actually recognize who it is, rather than it just being her endoskeleton or something like that. Because with Monty over there, you can really kind of tell who it is just by the skull in and of itself, and the little bandana bit on the top. But with Chica, she has a much more basic endoskeleton, so I'm really glad they kept some of the features while adding some more gross ones, as we will get to in a second. Now, for those who want a more difficult challenge with their tutorials, if you think that this is a bit too clean for Glamrock Chica, if you think this has not been tested enough, that she wants a bit more punishment, then please let me direct you to our modified version, which has been shown in the trailer. There are two versions of Glamrock Chica that I've been able to find in the the Ruin DLC teasers and trailers. There is one where she isn't having gunk all over her face, and of course there is the kind of post-garbage phase where she has this weird, just goop, this horrible liquid on her face and on her kind of chest piece, just kind of strewn around her mouth and kind of shoulders. Most likely she's been eating garbage again, but this time it's a lot more rancid, a lot more rotten, and this is really kind of shown through the use of blocks. So for example, the orange stained glass, the honey blocks, as well as the brown stained glass recreate this just disgusting material, in my opinion. So there we go, folks. Ruined Glamrock Chica from the new Ruin DLC for Security Breach. I do hope you enjoyed this. These kind of new builds, they're a bit of a challenge for me, but I always enjoy a challenge. A very segmented way of kind of building it up, which I found to be the best method when it comes to these more detailed builds. But I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. One more from my knowledge is going to be up, so make sure to check that out. My name has been Dr. Wasabi. I wish you a most pleasant good evening, and of course, as always, God bless. And now, folks, it is time to say good night. We sincerely appreciate your viewing and hope we've succeeded in providing you with an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Stay happy and come back again soon. Good night.